Welcome to Daily 5 for Wednesday, December 27th, 2023. I'm sure many of you listening and many other people were really excited to hear that after a long amount of years where James Cameron kept talking about remastering some of his films that have been out of print for a while, that we would be getting new 4K editions of True Lies, Aliens, The Abyss, and apparently Titanic. Although Titanic, I think you could get in better editions. I don't think that one's... Aliens and Titanic are the ones that you probably could have gotten pretty good-looking versions of before. But True Lies, I don't even know when the last time you could buy a copy of that wasn't VHS or maybe early DVD. Well, they're probably DVD, so maybe early DVD when it wasn't really the best process. And The Abyss, I know, was around on DVD for a while and then disappeared and has never been reissued. I had one. I had the special edition for a while. I think I gave it to somebody because I figured, they're going to be releasing a better version of this at some point, right? They'd have to. And of course, like a moron, no, they didn't. But in any event, a lot of people were excited about this. I think some of them got theatrical releases. I believe they're all available now digitally. I don't know if all the physical editions are out. But once people started getting their hands on these movies and looking at them, there started to be reports that there was something off about, in particular, True Lies, but also all the other films. And I'm going to link to an Aftermath article about this that then links to another site called Digital Bits where they talk about this in their reviews and how the process of the remastering went. And what, from all accounts, has happened here is the restoration outfit, which I think is called Park Roads, if I remember from the article, got these films. They apparently have a very good 10K scanner. They were given the original film negatives, by all accounts, and they scanned them and then applied, it appears, some type of digital AI upscaling to them. And the bizarre part about that is, and this is not an anti-AI upscaling 5. I have no problem with AI upscaling when it makes sense. And there's many cases, and the Aftermath article actually has some, many cases where it is something that there would be no other way to get a good version of a film, a show, whatever, without it, because either the original negatives are damaged, they were lost, there's only maybe a poor quality version of whatever is being remastered and upscaled available. And so, yeah, it's either nothing or you get the best version of what you can from the sources available. This is very, very common. You will have, like places like Vinegar Syndrome will issue disc releases where you'll be watching the movie and a lot of it is very clean and pristine looking, and then it'll be a really horrible part, and there's a notice usually at the beginning or somewhere that says, hey, we made the best version we can, but there were just pieces of this missing, and so we had to insert a VHS copy in here or whatever, and it was better this than nothing. Something like that. An AI upscale process makes a lot of sense. If there's either a poor quality original or no original or something that's very damaged and you use AI upscaling and machine learning to repair it, to bridge that gap, you're going to notice it probably, but it, again, beats nothing. In this case, there is no reason that I can find, and by all means, if you find an article that indicates why this was done, please send it my way. I will absolutely read it and I will release a new 5 saying, okay, there is a reason for it. But as of right now, I can find links to nothing, nowhere, nothing indicating the necessity of doing this. And when you look at some of these images, and again, True Lies is probably the worst example, it's glaringly bad. It has damaged. I would rather have, and probably most people would, a DVD copy of this or a VHS version of the, maybe not VHS. I mean, it's going to be blurry or it's going to be over sharpened. So I guess you pick your poison. But it certainly doesn't look much better than what other people would probably assume by default were worse versions of the movie. And again, the thing that is bothersome about it is why? Why was this done? Why use this process on what, from all accounts, were clean negatives that were scanned with using a very good scanner? That should be a minimum of, you clean up things here and there. There is some digital processing in any type of remastering process, of course. But to this level, where it is overcorrecting and in some cases it has to be adding things that were never there or removing some of the grain from the film, which a lot of people like. I mean, I go back and forth on it, but when it looks artificial, I don't think there's any argument for how this could look better than the original version of the film. And because it doesn't appear to be something that was done because it had to be done, that's what makes it seem weird. Weird at best, and just actually detrimental to the film on the other side of it. You could look at this and say, you've made this look worse. You've actually decreased the quality of these films by making them look like they're, in some cases, you could be mistaken for thinking it was entirely machine generated because it looks so plasticky and fake. So, I don't know. You look at the screenshots in this article, you tell me, because to me, this looks worse, not better. Later.